All right, I'm going to start in Deuteronomy. I'm going to start at chapter 4, and I'm just going to read there. Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 1. Now therefore, hearken, O Israel, unto the statutes and unto the judgments which I teach you, for to do them, that ye may live, and go in and possess the land which Jehovah God of your fathers giveth you. Ye shall not add unto the word which I command you, neither shall ye diminish aught from it, that ye may keep the commandments of Jehovah your God which I command you. Your eyes have seen what Jehovah did, because Baal Peor, for all the men that followed Baal Peor, Jehovah thy God hath destroyed them from among you. But ye that did cleave unto Jehovah your God are alive, every one of you this day. Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as Jehovah my God commanded me, that ye should do in the land whither ye go to possess it. Keep therefore and do them. For this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations, which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people. For what nation is there so great, who hath God so nigh unto them, as Jehovah our God is in all things that we call upon him for? And what nation is there so great that hath statutes and judgments so righteous as all this law which I set before you this day? Only take heed to thyself, and keep thy soul diligent, lest thou forget the things which thine eyes have seen, and lest they depart from thy heart all the days of thy life. But teach them thy sons and thy sons' sons, especially the day that thou stoodest before Jehovah thy God in Horeb, when Jehovah said unto me, gather me the people together, and I will make them hear my words, that they may learn to fear me all the days that they shall live upon the earth, and that they may teach their children. And ye came near, and stood under the mountain, and the mountain burned with fire unto the midst of heaven, with darkness, clouds, and thick darkness. And Jehovah spoke unto you out of the midst of the fire. Ye heard the voice of the words, but saw no similitude, only ye heard a voice. And he declared unto you this covenant, which he commanded you to perform, even 10 commandments. And he wrote them upon 2 tables of stone. And Jehovah commanded me at that time to teach you statutes and judgments, that ye might do them in the land whither ye go over to possess it. Take ye therefore good heed unto yourselves, for ye saw no manner of similitude on that day that Jehovah spoke unto you in Horeb out of the midst of the fire, lest ye corrupt yourselves, and make you a graven image, the similitude of any figure, the likeness of male or female, the likeness of any beast that is on the earth, the likeness of any winged fowl that flieth in the air, the likeness of anything that creepeth on the ground, the likeness of any fish that is in the waters beneath the earth. And lest thou lift up thine eyes unto heaven, and when thou seest the sun and the moon and the stars, even all the hosts of heaven, should be driven to worship them and serve them, which Jehovah thy God hath divided unto all nations under the whole heaven. But Jehovah hath taken you, and brought you forth out of the iron furnace, even out of Egypt, to be unto him a people of inheritance, as ye are this day. Furthermore, Jehovah was angry with me for your sake, and sware that I should not go over Jordan, and that I should not go unto that good land, which Jehovah thy God giveth thee for an inheritance. But I must die in this land. I must not go over Jordan, but ye shall go over and possess the good land, that good land. Take heed unto yourself. So this is the second time. Take heed unto yourself, lest ye forget the covenant of Jehovah your God, which he made with you, and make you a graven image or the likeness of anything which Jehovah thy God hath forbidden thee. So just because you don't carve it out, or you don't, steal or hammer it down or whatever, it's still an image, and that's not what God wants. It says, in verse 16, lest ye corrupt yourself and make you a graven image, the similitude of any figure, the likeness of male or female. And it says it again here, verse 23, take heed unto yourself, lest ye forget the covenant of Jehovah your God, which he made with you, and make you a graven image, or the likeness of anything which Jehovah thy God hath forbidden thee. For Jehovah thy God is a consuming fire, even a jealous God. When thou shalt begot children, and children's children, and ye shall have remained long in the land, and shall corrupt yourself, and make a graven image, or the likeness of anything, and shall do evil in the sight of Jehovah thy God, to provoke him to anger. I call heaven and earth to witness against you this day, that ye shall soon utterly perish from off the land whereunto ye go over Jordan to possess it. Ye shall not prolong your days upon it, but shall utterly be destroyed. And Jehovah shall scatter you among the nations, and ye shall be left few in numbers among the heathen, whither Jehovah shall lead you. And there ye shall serve gods, the work of men's hands, wood and stone, which neither see, nor hear, nor eat, nor smell. But if from thence thou shalt seek Jehovah thy God, thou shalt find him, if thou seek him with all thy heart and with all thy soul. When thou art in tribulation, and all these things are come upon thee, even in the latter days, if thou turn to Jehovah thy God, and shalt be obedient unto his voice. For Jehovah thy God is a merciful God. He will not forsake thee, neither destroy thee, nor forget the covenant of thy fathers, which he swore unto them. For ask now of the days that are past, which were before these, since the day that God created man upon the earth, and ask from the one side of heaven to the other side, whether there hath been any such thing as this great thing is, or hath been heard like this? That's a question. Okay, so that's asking you. For ask now of the days are past, which were before thee, since the day that God created man upon the earth, and ask from one side of heaven to the other, whether there hath been any such thing as great as this thing is, or hath been heard like it. Did ever people hear the voice of God speaking out of the midst of the fire, as thou hast heard and lived? Or hath God essayed to go and take him a nation from the midst of another nation by temptation, by signs, and by wonders, and by war, and by a mighty hand, and by a stretched out arm, and by great terrors, according to all that Jehovah your God did for you in Egypt before your eyes? So that's referring to the plagues in Egypt before Moses took them out. Unto thee it was showed that thou mightest know that Jehovah, he is God. There is none beside him. Out of heaven he made thee to hear his voice, that he might instruct thee. And upon earth he showed thee his great fire. And thou heardest his words out of the midst of the fire. And because he loved thy fathers, therefore he chose their seed after them, and brought thee out in his sight with a mighty power out of Egypt, to drive out nations from before thee, greater and mightier than thou art, to bring thee in, to give thee their land for an inheritance, as it is this day. Know therefore this day, and consider it in thine heart, that Jehovah, he is God in heaven above, and upon the earth beneath, there is none else. Know therefore this day, and consider it even in thine heart, that Jehovah, he is God in heaven above, and upon the earth beneath, there is none else. Verse 40. Thou shalt keep therefore his statutes and his commandments, which I command thee this day, that it might go well with thee, and with thy children after thee, and that thou mayest prolong thy days upon the earth, which Jehovah thy God give thee forever. I'm going to stop there. There's a couple more verses, but I'm going to stop there. And I'm going to jump over to Psalms. I'm going to do some. I did one. Okay, let's do Psalm 128. Blessed is everyone that feareth Jehovah, that walketh in his ways. For thou shalt eat the labor of thine hands. Happy shalt thou be, and it shall be well with thee. Thy wife shall be as a fruitful vine by the sides of thine house, thy children like olive plants round about thy table. Behold, that thus shall the man be blessed that feareth Jehovah. Jehovah shall bless thee out of Zion, and thou shalt see good of Jerusalem all the days of thy life. Yea, thou shalt see the children's, and peace upon Israel. Yeah, I think it was. I'm going to do 149. Praise ye Jehovah. Sing unto Jehovah a new song, and his praises in the congregation of saints. Let Israel rejoice in him that made him. Let the children of Zion be joyful in their king. Let them praise his name in the dance. Let them sing praises unto him with the timbrel and harp. For Jehovah taketh pleasure in his people, and will beautify the meek with salvation. Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. Let the high praises of God be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hand, to execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people, to bind their kings with chains, and their nobles with fetters of iron, to execute upon them the judgments written. This honor saves all saints. Praise ye Jehovah.